How are you, Jenna? Good, going well?
Yes, I'm building the website, and it's I was thinking that it's much easier, but it is actually not.
It's not easy, definitely.
I actually
and I built it. I built it, and then I decided that I actually want a different theme, and I destroyed it again. Then I built it again, and for some reason, because it was like 2 o'clock in the night, I published it, and now it's published one page, because I contacted the DBL support, and they're like, well, if it's published, this is what we can't do anything. So now it's basically one page published, but I'm working on the rest, so I will republish it once it's ready, and it's not just staying somewhere there.
Yeah.
But yes.
It's okay. We're all work in progress, and we learn by doing anyway. So it's all right. You will get there.
I remember the first time I started to look at how to even build a business, and when I went
build the
inside
website as well.
the WordPress, and then you start to see all this way of where should I start first? You start to see all this possibility of themes and different templates and so on. So it is a journey, and actually with that I wanted to start by saying that let's start a bit from the basic and remind myself a little bit how it was to be in that place of being new to SFN, and you go through the modules and you start to basically go and learn new things. And when it comes to the point of
the
website,
technical website side,
I remember that many people, especially from the SFN community, suggested me keep focus on one thing and complete that task, and make, for example, that page or website, make it look how you want, and don't worry about how it looks, it needs to do the job. And then you can always look later on stylish, make it better and develop. Because I think I changed it.
You did completely opposite.
I did. I make so many changes every time here and there, just because I didn't like. And then I was going around and look for
different designs and setups,
different setups from other people. And I got inspiration. So I said, maybe this can work. I can put it here and then here and there and there and then. So I keep
constantly twisting. And I think we have to add to this that you are generally like a visual person, right? Like you like everything to be perfect and visually has to everything, fit together. But definitely, let's say when starting out, but even now, like it actually doesn't really matter. It matters that of course there is a red thread between beginning and end, and ad and landing page and like all of these things that we will talk about in a minute. Like they for sure have to have a correspondence, but how your website itself, actually not so many people are even gonna arrive to it. When you do organic, they might, because it's more about getting visitors to your website. But when you do paid advertising, actually the website itself, people do not even click on it. They don't even get into it. And that was a big thing for me. I remember when starting out, we spent so much time on this beautiful website and everything was nice and how it should be. And then actually you come in and then you see you don't even need the website. I mean, you need it, but you don't really need it. It's much better to focus on your landing page and your thank you page and your emails and like those things that really will make a big change in your progress, right? Or in your business.
So true.
But anyway, just continue.
Well, this is only the suggestion that I can give it to you is don't do the mistake I did, because I keep wasting time on something that wasn't really important and bring me different results.
At least it doesn't bring you income, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fun and it's nice and it's everything. Like it's amazing to work on something and improve it and stuff. But in the beginning, especially, is not, let's say, bringing you anywhere. It just lets you stand still for the time being that you're building it.
Yeah.
So.
And let's say that you will learn by doing, but on the way, let's focus, especially if we are tight with time, let's focus on things that bring us progress towards financial success. And with that, I want to jump into the topic that I want to share today for those of you that are in this position, that in the beginning of their journey, they are thinking what they could possibly do and promote after they have learned these skills. So the SFM is going to teach you how to promote anything. And the skill that you're going to learn here, you can apply into any different walk of product, life, coaching, and anything you really love. So let's take, I want to share with you my screen and share with you few things that I did at the beginning when I was researching a little bit about the ideas that I had in my mind. And you can brainstorm a little bit by actually going through this software or platform that I'm going to share with you in a minute, where you basically are going to have a look what the world needs in relation to your ideas. Because when you're starting a business, you need to think about, let's take, for example, my own YouTube channel that I really wanted to start. And hopefully next week will be my first launching video. And what I want to do is that I want to make sure that the content I do and I publish, it's something that's interesting me, and it does give me this passion that I can do it for a long time. So if I want to publish one video a week and I want to do that for a year, I need to find the passion first. I need to find topics that are relevant to me, that I am excited about, that I can talk about, and then
and you don't get tired of, like,
I don't get tired at all.
After a few months, we all know that kind of initial state where you're super excited about something and you just throw yourself at it, and then after 3 months it's like, oh, actually this thing, I really don't want to do it.
As many YouTubers say as well, if you do it for the money, you will gonna quit. Because it does take time to build a channel, organically especially, and you need to show your passion for it, and you will do it, especially if you find that fire inside. And so what did I do at first? I went basically into researching some topics or keywords that people are actually interested into type on Google, for example. And so my structure on topics should be related to my passion, but also what other people want, because you need to also relate to the market that you're going through. So if I'm gonna, let's say, publish a topic that is not relevant at all to them, they're not even watching, they're not even click on it, they are not gonna do anything if it's not relevant to them. So I have been doing some research for my YouTube channel and so on, but what I want to do is I want to share my screen.
I think that's actually really important. So while you do that, I was just gonna share something. Yeah, so you can prepare it. Yeah. Okay, so basically this is very important what Davide just spoke about now, because when you start to actually really go into what it is that you want to do more, so of course we want to do SFM and affiliate and all of those things. Not everyone wants to, but in our case we want it. But other than that, of course, we also want to do stuff which is really like much more passion based for us. So as an example, for me, is this dancing business that I'm creating on the side, and Davide, he will do other stuff in the future for sure. But anyway, what is important is that you find something which is exciting, like Davide says, to you, but as well as people actually do type in, because if the market is too small, basically you can't earn a decent amount of money from it, and it's just gonna be a lot of hard work, because it's the same work that you have to do, it's the same amount of hours you have to put into it, it's all the same, let's say, physical and technical things that you need to build up and set up and do and all of these things. And if there's not enough people who are searching for it, then the outcome of all your hard work is not gonna pay off in the long run. So really make sure that when you are choosing what you like and where you're going, or which, let's say, which direction your business will take you to, then make sure that it's something that you're passionate about and that there's a lot of people who needs that. And it goes a little bit back to what we were talking about a few weeks ago. We were talking about this ikigai. Sorry.
Yeah, cakes up.
Sorry. This ikigai, Japanese thing, where we were talking about the 4 circles, and one of them is what you're good at, what the world needs, what you love doing, and what you can monetize. So those are kind of the things that you need to think about as well within what David is going to show you now as well.
So let's get straight
Here
to
we
the
are.
secrets here. I love to do these things because it's really fascinating and you really see the power of it.
You see, that's why we're different. David loves this stuff. I hate this stuff.
So
But
when you basically go to Google, this is the search famous bar, right? And anything I click here is going to show you, let's say, related to what you're typing. Those are different type of search that people might search in the other side of the world. And what we need today is to go and type this Google Trends, right? And you go and find this trends.google.com, and just open up this page. And you can see, explore what the world is searching. Now, what this is entitled you to do is to, let's say, for example, you have an idea of your business, which will be, for example, let's jump into guitar. Maybe you want to create something, or you want to start to teach people online how to learn guitar. So if I type here, learn guitar, and I press send, this is basically, it's going to share me, this is a lot of information, but the most important you need to go and look for is that, for example, the country that you would like to do that research for example, in which state you want that people are looking. Let's say I want that everyone in the world want to learn guitar. So I'm gonna put a worldwide, and let's say art entertainment, art entertainment, and web search. You can choose Google, YouTube, and image search, news search. Let's say I will just keep it as a web search. Now you can see the demand,
and you can also
choose the past hour. Wow, I didn't know that. The past hour and the 30 days, and you can go on and choose past 12 months, just to have an idea and see the actual demand that there is. And as well, let's say I wanted to compare this. I have 2 skills. One I can sing, one I can play guitar. So I want to search as well, learn.
Is this singing. Like a dream scenario or what?
Wow, look at that. So this is average searching people that they want to learn singing. And this is the average people that want to learn guitar. So already here you can see that here those numbers are basically just as a standard. It's not numbers, it's not amount of research, but it's showing you
the curve.
Yeah, the curve of the learning curve of people searching for it. And then you can see how definitely the demand for learning guitar is much higher. So if you are thinking about, okay, should I start with singing or with guitar? Then you already have an answer here. And the answer is go with definitely guitar, because there's more demand, there's more people searching for that specific feature to learn. Mm-hmm. So this is the first thing that I would suggest you to do.
And you can easily see, it's funny because when you know, of course, about the coronavirus and everything, you can really see that it has a huge spike up here when everybody went in lockdown, right? So everybody want to learn guitar online suddenly because now they can't even go out, and then of course it's going down a little bit again. So you can even see, like, when stuff happens in the world, then there will be spikes up and down.
That's why we also need to be aware of what's going on in the world.
Yeah, but as a general thing, you can see that in the beginning of the year, so there was like 38. And at the end of the year it's 53. So there is still an upgoing trend, from
let's say
from the
years,
last year.
If we analyze here, the past 5 years.
Mm-hmm. It's very stable, except of the spike of the coronavirus. Yeah.
Yeah, even less.
It's even going a little bit down.
Yeah, a little bit down, except the learn guitar for coronavirus.
During Corona,
has been very, very helpful. I had so many friends that they learned online guitar in this period of time because they always wanted to do so, but they never had the time. So finally, they find the time and they did on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And so the other tool I want to share with you is...
So this is just basically how you initiate a little bit your search about how to find out if you have more ideas and you're not sure. Let's say like you were thinking to go with the singing. In this case, maybe it's better to go with the guitar first. So it's just like an initial search.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, now...
And you can compare more.
You can go
more
and
more.
Like brainstorm yourself and have a look on those numbers, so you actually have an idea what is the potential, what it is the most numbers that matter to you to achieve success. That's what is important here. Then if you drop down, you will see that, for example, in the world, there's interest by region. It's going to show you where there is more demand, even in country-wise. It's going to show you, like in Nepal, there has been a huge demand, New Zealand, Australia, Ireland, and you can go on and on. And I mean, this is
very
powerful,
good,
especially for those people. I know a client of ours that we want to actually bring his business to the online, because he didn't know how to actually sell anything online. He had a physical shop, but he didn't know how to bring the shop online. And by talking to him, I said to him, listen, you can actually have a look. First of all, of course, I help him in terms of online marketing. But I told him as well to go and have a look the demand in the product that he's interested to present in the near future. So he could actually see if there is demand in his city where he was having the shop, and he could potentially actually buy the stock and then sell it. So I say you prepare yourself by simply do 10 minutes research and have a look what's going on in my city. I can go so deep that I see what people are researching in my city, which is
very specific,
pretty powerful. And related topics, related queries.
Yeah.
So anyway, the next one, once you've done your research, and then let's say that we've been choosing to go in guitar, right? Your next secret that I'm going to share with you is actually to go in type 4 is a tools that we have inside Google Ads, and it's called Keyword Planner. I'm not so sure if you can have access, even though you don't have an account. I can't really tell this.
But it's free to make an account, isn't it?
But it's free, of course. You can make an account with Google and Google Ads, and then you have access to this.
Yeah, so if you're interested in having these possibilities, just type Google Ads account and then create one, and then go through this that Davide is doing now.
So once you will be in your Google Ad, what is going to happen is that you can see this top bar, and then you go into Tools and Setting. On your first row, it says Planning. You go to the second one tab, Keyword Planner. Once you go into Keyword Planner, you straight go into Discover New Keyword. Once you go here, as we were choosing to actually go and learn guitar, then I'm going to type Learn Guitar, right? And as you can see down here, as a default, there is Italy, and I want to change the language within English, and the country for the moment, for the time being, I will put actually nothing. So it will going to give me a worldwide result. So if I click here, Get Result, then you can see here, I start to see, if I drop down, the average monthly searches. So this specific keyword on Google has been searched from 40,500 people around the world.
A month, right?
A month. And this is a huge amount of number. Now, you can see as well keyword ideas down here. And what you do is you just scroll down, because this is also what people are typing in as well, which is a topic related to learn guitar. So for example, you can see here, play guitar is very general, even bigger one. And then there is learn to play guitar, guitar lesson for beginner, and online guitar lesson. So let's say if I want to take this guitar lesson for beginner, which is me, I have no idea how to play, and I click here as well, and I get another search. It's gonna update these and as well the related keyword. Some of them, they are the same, but it does tweak a little bit and make different things. And if you can see here, those graphics, I'm gonna share the number of average monthly searches. And here is the competition. And why is important the competition is because, of course, there's so many people that they are willing to get first in Google rank, right? So they are doing whatever it takes in terms of advertising on be first on the first blog on the first page. And so you need to also have a look on if the skill you're having is you are very confidential about it, and you really feel confident, and this is a strong thing that you have learned for many years, and you really know that your capacity can bring you new clients, then I would recommend to go into this strong competition. But if your skills are let's say recent, you have maybe in your time, and you are still ahead of other people, and you still want to share your talent, what you have learned as a beginner, for example, learning the guitar. So what you do, you're gonna actually have a look on those less search keyword, where the competition is maybe medium or low. Because there is still a demand, but there is not so much competition. So you need to think that Google is working like this, that of course, if there is a person that is willing to pay to stay on the front page, 20 euro a day, for example, in that specific keyword, and you are bidding for playing within 19 euro, he has got, of course, he has the winner, who is bidding more money in Google. So what you do is that you need to, the only solution here is about bidding higher. But it's not, because Google algorithm is so, it's very, very, I cannot even describe that, but it's very...
But it's two little bit things that you're talking about. One thing is the paid advertising, yes, and one thing is the organic advertising. So let's just make that clear.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is not, it's two different things that I was talking about. But when we're talking about the organic, in order to get ranked, definitely go with the less competitive keywords, for the fact that when you're new, Google will never give you a chance. They want the best for the users of Google. So that means that they will put up in the front websites where they know that they are sharing value with the people searching for it. So they want to make sure that their users are happy. And that's why that when you go in with a high competitive keyword, it's so difficult to get ranked. So that's why checking this, like using this kind of keyword plan tool is very, very good, because like that you can see immediately how is the competition, is like which level it is on. So it's really useful tool to use, especially when you are starting out and when you're finding out what you want to do.
This is
when you do paid, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, when you do paid, I was actually referring to paid advertising only. Thanks that you shared this. Organic is very important when you want to do it organic.
Yeah.
As well, to go and do this little research that, as simple as it looks, is absolutely vital for your long, let's say, success, and as well for new ideas that come up within your brain. I remember that many times I was driving the car, or we were traveling from one country to another country, in the airport or in the flight, like I was going, I have an idea. And then I share with Caroline. I said, okay, let's see if there's a demand. And then we can put it on a to-do list for the future. So if there is a demand, there could possibly be new things to do.
In the end, actually, one of the very successful entrepreneurs within the education, he actually told me, or he shared with me, that in the end, we don't choose a product and then we go out and do advertising for it. First, we check what is needed, and then we create a product which is fitting to what people needs. So it's like it's just the opposite way of thinking, and then you can create the product. Especially when we're talking about information, you can completely customize the product to what the people are searching for, and to what people actually need. And this is the way how you make sure that you will become successful.
Absolutely. And I'm going to share with you that now I think I spend about 10 days on try to find topics that can be relevant and interesting to me, but most importantly to people, what they are typing. So I did my research on this platform, as I just showed, and as well, I opened an incognito web page, and I want to share how I did it so you can see. If you, where's the line?
Yeah, sometimes my mouse is a little, yeah, that's it.
Now, if you go over, if you have a Mac, you can go over Safari or Internet Explorer on Windows, and you click the left, should be the, no.
The left,
yeah,
the right mouse.
The right mouse.
Click.
Then it is opening you, and then you can click up nuova finestra di navigazione in incognito. So what it is, that is basically in English is a new
open window
page.
Yeah.
And if I do that, basically you can see you have activated the incognito navigation. So basically, is happening here?
Free translation.
Is that Google on Google Chrome now, all your cookies, all your everything, all your normal research that you have been doing so far are all
erased.
So what you do, you are search from scratch. So if I do here, type YouTube, exactly, here comes Chinatown here. Can you see?
Do you want egg tarts, guys?
I can tell you, I don't watch this thing.
We don't search this for sure.
But it comes because we can recognize the time in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
So this is a brand new Hong Kong. It's everything Chinese. I don't understand anything here. So
actually, it's interesting. I never did that.
It's interesting. But if I go on my normal YouTube, then you start to see all my interesting topics that I always type. And so if I type here, for example, learn guitar for beginners. Now you can see all this is again what people are typing. As well, like learn guitar for beginners. Let's click here. And you can see the first three are ads. So this is a paid advertising here. It might be related to Google as well. We don't know. Maybe this is going to bring us to a website, maybe to a video. We don't know. But if you go down here, then you can see what the competition is doing. You go and have a look. And for example, what I'm doing here, let's say, what do? I go and have a look how recent is the videos, for example, in YouTube. And actually there is 3 years ago, 7 years ago, 11, 2 years, 8 years.
Very old content.
Very old content, right? So here, for me, if I learn guitar, first how to play.
Maybe we should do it actually.
I should do a video on how to play guitar for real beginner. For the real one. So I could actually rank through that specific keyword. And what YouTube does, as more people seeing that I'm relevant and I'm new and I'm fresh
and updated,
he's going to bring, of course, to the search people or in front of their desktop. And if I show you, I have a tool, but I cannot show you when I'm in incognito. I can show you.
But then just go back to.
This is also
Yeah, Chrome.
Okay, sorry, I need to move some stuff here.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go here now, YouTube. And you can see all what I'm searching here is music, content creation, and yeah, it's all about marketing and music. But I'm gonna show you here.
Workout music.
I'm gonna show you if I type learn guitar for beginner. It's your laptop. I don't have it here.
It's an extension.
Yeah. So anyway,
guys, we will show you that in another video.
Yeah,
We're on my computer today.
On the right side, I have this thing that's called it's a software that's called TubeBuddy, and what it does basically is showing you if there is a competition and what people are ranking for which type of keyword they're ranking for. Because inside Google, YouTube as well, what you do, you are typing, you are insert your keyword that you want to rank for. So
when you upload the video,
you can put learn guitar for beginners. I love guitar. I like guitar. I want to learn guitar in relation to my research that I will do.
Right now, he's just
inventing now. I'm just inventing.
It's probably not going to be those keywords.
To my research, I'm going to paste this keyword as well that possibly I could be ranked for if there is not much competition. So I can go and have a look on other channels, what they are actually ranked for, how many followers they've got, what is the latest content that they have done, and I can possibly refresh that in my own way.
You make it yours.
And make it my own style, my own way of saying more or less the same thing. Maybe if I have more knowledge, I would let it. People might like it. And then Google recognize, listen, we can see that there is a reaction over here. There is people who like and comment, and they actually
give more value.
Give more value here in the channel. So let's push it a little bit more.
Let's give it a chance.
Let's give it a chance. And this is a chance. This is a challenge, and that's why I jump on it, and I want to test it. I don't know if I'm gonna be successful, but I'm gonna do what the job is supposed to do.
Not learning guitar.
I'm not gonna learn guitar. Definitely.
Well, but actually, to be honest, by doing only 5 minutes of research, you can really see that there is actually a lot of potential with these keywords.
No fresh content.
Yeah.
No fresh content at all. So you see, maybe there's a market that can.
Maybe there is too little.
Anyone has a skill here.
Oh, there's one there, but for kids 4 months ago.
Yeah, 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Because what you do once you grow the channel and you give content, you can relate to people also to, let's say, if a guitar, you have created a course, on how to do it step by step, and then you're giving a free content on YouTube. People might like and appreciate what you have done, and then they become your fan, and they are gonna purchase your course and then go through that specific course. And what I want to do here is that I want to provide content that can potentially bring as well customer to the SFM training and change their own life completely, transform it in every possible way. But anyway, I hope guys you have getting some value out of this video.
Well, I think that the most important thing that we have to just say is that when you're starting out, make sure that if you want to do affiliate for SFM, go ahead and do that. Definitely there's a lot of keywords research to do there as well, but what we were talking about today was most of all when you are trying to, or if you're in doubt on related to the Ikigai, what it is that actually you want to really create, like your life work, your life passion, then make sure you do the research before you just choose something and then go for it. Because first of all, you need to be able to love it that much that you can do it in a long term. And as well, you need to make sure that it's something that people actually like Neat.
Before you're going to invest this time in creating all those video training and learning
content, and
make sure we do the work,
the proper
previous work,
foundation
and research where we see, okay, there is potential, let's do it.
Let's do it, yeah.
And people always suggest that you need to always be one step ahead of your client. So if they are interested in to learn guitar from your YouTube channel, and then gonna jump, and you have prepared only 3 weeks of courses, for example, but you are selling for 9 weeks. Let them first go into the first week, and then once they are in, you can prepare the rest. You can continue with the 4, 5, and 6. But let's see first how it really performs before you are actually prepare everything, everything out there. It needs to be done 100% perfect, blah, blah, blah. And then there is no demand. You've been wasting all this time. Make sense? Awesome. Any question before we wrap up this Sunday? Let me stop sharing the screen. Milena, how is it going? Everything okay?
Everything okay, thank you.
Good, fantastic. Jenna.
Perfect topic. It's everything is okay. I am trying now I'm very happy for these workshops, what they will do. And you know what, they start in September. So for Elite and things, this is gonna push me further, because I'm trying to build only the SFM affiliate thing, but I am thinking what else can I do after that, because it's anyways gonna take time. But right now I'm trying to finish this website and do the funnel, because this is like
amazing.
This is like the first big thing, and I'm like, I should be able to do it. And I know I can ask, but then on the other hand, like I can ask sharing screens and helping me, but I'm like, you should do it yourself, like push yourself, because then I know there will be other difficult things, and you know, I'm trying to have this habit to push myself and learn it myself. So it's a little bit taking time.
Yeah.
Great. Love it.
One amazing tips I can give you: YouTube will be your best friend. Like anything I was researching, like when I had issue, I always go on YouTube.
How to fix that, how to make that.
Yeah, how to fix this, how to fix that, how to create this, how to create that. And then if I didn't find a solution there, then I would ask the community help, because you know, they are there for us, and we are everyone in the same boat. So it's
but definitely just relating to that, also to what I said in the beginning, just make sure that you get your landing page and your thank you page. Like those are the most important. Spend more time on that, on building those, and really make it like full of content and stuff. And then your website, just briefly have a description of yourself, what you're doing, what is your vision, stuff like that. So make it more brief. I would suggest you, especially in now when you're building it, and what to focus on and what to do first. Really make sure that the items that you know you need in order to do any type of publicity or any type of marketing and income basically related, you need those pages first.
Would it be interesting for you if you would have actually let's say a panel on what to write on a web page, for example?
What do you mean a panel, like an order?
Yeah, so
like a structure.
Like a structure on what you need in a website, especially in a front page, to be relevant as much as possible in relation to what you need to do. In this case, if it's a fan, it needs to be around like who you are, because people need to know at first approach. Once they land on it, they need to know what is that about. You know, so there
needs to be very clear.
Needs to be very clear. So if that would be very interesting, I would actually plan to make maybe a picture with some important point to consider when you are building a website. So that could be,
or even some of the plugins that we're using, maybe. Could also be a good idea.
For example, how to gain speed anyway within a website, so people are actually experiencing,
like a checklist.
Yeah, like a kind of checklist that can help everyone moving like smoother into that particular subject, because everyone have their own challenges. I had mine, people have who more or less, everyone has it. when we comes to website, unless you are already by yourself a tech guy, everyone got issues. So I mean, why
don't
not?
worry, you can make it. You can definitely, because I tell you, I'm super spastic. I'm just gonna say it how it is. I'm super spastic with all technology, and I did my own one for dance incubation. Davide was like, even I asked him, he's like, you do it yourself, you find out your own things, and it pushed me. So I'm very happy when you say this, that that you're just trying and pushing through it. It's really, really great to hear. And don't worry, you will grow a lot from it.
Yeah.
So it's
so
awesome.
Guys, I think it's gonna close very soon, the call, but it was very, very nice to see you all.
Yeah.
And for whoever watched the
record,
enjoy, and for anything, message, email,
yeah,
anything.
just reach out.
Thank you so much for your time, guys. See you next Sunday. Take care. Ciao,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ciao. Ciao. Ciao.